about Blue MAGA. What did I tell you about Blue MAGA? They are fascists. That is why they don't mind that the Democratic Party and the Democratic Party's leadership constantly enables the fascist Republicans. They don't mind because they're fascists too. Blue MAGA liberals, particularly the ones that have been cheering and making excuses and mocking and laughing about the fact that the fascist Trump administration has subpoenaed Hasan Piker for the crime of trying to bring aid to starving people in Cuba after the U.S., after the Trump administration, put a vicious and devastating blockade on Cuba that is literally choking them out. The fascists in the Trump administration now want to penalize Medea Benjamin from Code Pink, Hasan Piker, for going there and attempting to bring awareness about what this regime was doing to Cuba. And what does Blue MAGA have to say about that? They're celebrating it. They're laughing about it. Instead of being outraged that this fascist administration is trying to criminalize an American citizen for exercising their freedom of movement and freedom of speech to talk about what this administration is doing to Cuba, they're laughing about it. They're cheering it. They're saying, oh, well, should have more enthusiastically endorsed Mamala. Hey, so if you're sounding indistinguishable from Laura Loomer, you might want to check yourself. The claims of the Blue MAGA libs for years has been Donald Trump and Republicans can't win because if they win, they're going to do fascist things and they're going to criminalize their political opponents. Well, that's happening now, and you're cheering it. And why are you cheering it? Because you personally don't like Hasan Piker. So you guys are not only fascists, you're principleless bitches, okay? You're moralless creeps. If you are an independent who leans left or a Democratic voter, I want you to pay attention to the way that these Blue MAGA influencers, these liberal influencers, are talking about Hasan. Because if they actually gave a single fuck about the freedoms in this country, about fighting fascism, they would certainly not be cheering or making excuses for a fascist administration trying to criminalize political dissent. And also pay attention to what they care about. They don't care about what this administration is doing to Cuba. They don't give a shit. Oh, you thought they only didn't give a fuck about Palestine? No, they don't give a fuck about what this administration is doing to Cuba either. All they care about is that Hasan Piker did not faithfully and loyally enough serve party leadership. Fascists.
Preach. It's just funny because if this party had demonstrated that it was fighting for us in any meaningful way, shape, or form, if it was worth a damn, right? Then obviously there would be a lot more people out there doing the same thing that Blue MAGA is doing, or at the very least, like demonstrate similar loyalty. They're doing this to a party that is unbelievably unpopular. They're doing this to a party that is unpopular because it's not sufficiently fighting against Trumpism. A party that has been way more active in trying to stop its left insurgency movement. Regardless of our differences, I do not think it's right to celebrate the feds targeting Hasan Piker. A documentary in Cuba is not deserving of the same of persecution of the Epstein class, clear political persecution. Yup, of course it's not right. Anyone supporting such censorship is worse than a Zionist, censorious scum, weak and toxic society at large. Ironically, it's people who claim to care about personal liberty and freedom, so they're worthless hypocrites, as well as anti-freedom scum. Yeah. If that would happen to you, Hasan will spit on you and throw you on the ground. Yeah, no, that's not the case, actually. As a matter of fact, my position has been clear. I don't like Jim Comey at all. I've defended Jim Comey against the Trump administration. I've defended people who have spent their entire lives coming after me. People like Sex Pestany,